funny how the story goes. Little hope but bigger dreams. They try to bring us sucker down.
Hello lovelies, welcome back to my channel. So this is the very first video of 2020. I filmed a few more, but this is going to be edited first and put up first. I just wanted us to have a bit of a life update because it's normal to have a life update when you start the new year, and just to kind of look back at what the past year was. I am treating you guys to this tree now instead of December because I had to spend time with my family, so yeah, this happened. But let's just look back at 2019. So unlike what most people have been up and about complaining and saying that 2019 really crushed them, for me, if I'm being honest, 2019 was great. Especially if I compare it to 2018, when I was going through a bit of a mini depression, having just moved out and just going through the emotions of that and figuring myself out. 2018 was difficult for me, and I had to leave social media for a bit in 2018, like for a month or 2 months was it. I had to unfollow quite a number of accounts that I used to follow because it was just better for me to not follow them. But in 2019 I was in a better mental space than I've been in a while, and I followed back a bunch of many people. My English teaching mother is wondering. I followed back a bunch of people. I followed some new accounts, and in general I was just in a good place with myself because I stopped focusing on what other people are doing and just focusing more on myself. And yeah, I guess that's it. So I want to go through my 2019 with you and just kind of look it up and link it to 2020, and let's see what I have planned. Of course, I won't go into the details of a lot of the plans that I have for 2020 unless, of course, it's something that I want or I need you guys to keep in check for me. So let's start. So in general, I was definitely I wish I brought my, so I had a vision board which I was very, very intentional about having last year, because in the years that I've had a vision board, a lot of the things that I have put on the vision board have come true. And there's this thing about when you can see your goals, and they say that the universe kind of conspires to help you get everything. However, I feel like it kind of just puts you subconsciously in a place where you actually chase for your own goals. So a lot of the goals that I had in the previous years where I've set goals for myself, I have achieved. But in 2018 I was very, very confused. I didn't have goals. In 2019 I did set some goals, and I didn't blow through them, but I actually kept and stuck by them. So one of the things that I did, which is very I don't know if it means anything to you guys, but I had on my vision board, I had a bunch of these hair wig thingies, and the intention for that was to try curly hair, colored hair, and all these different style wigs and weave, which I did in the beginning of the year. You guys have seen my curly wigs, you guys have seen my short wig, and then eventually I ended up cutting my hair. So cutting my hair wasn't the plan, but it was very, very relieving and very, like, it just builds a certain type of confidence in myself that I didn't have before. You know, sometimes you're too attached to something, and I felt like it was holding me back, and it was holding blessings back, and I was just not growing as I should. And in the 2 months that I've had my hair short, I've been very, very, I want to say a bit, well, bolder than the previous years, and I've just appreciated who I am and just loved myself and loved seeing my face, which is very narcissistic now that I'm saying it out loud. But yeah, I've just been more confident in myself. Then the other thing that was on my list, kind of on my vision board, was skincare. Last year I did spend quite a bit of money on just getting the right kind of regimen. However, like, I began with my usual steps, which is usually quite a bit of like an expensive one-time purchase, and then it holds me for 3 months, and then I have to make the expensive purchase again. But then along the year, I came to realize that I can have the same skincare routine with more products that are cheaper. So I discovered the Ordinary line, and I had intended on filming a US haul or a Black Friday haul, because I did get a bunch of stuff from the Ordinary during Black November. So I might still do that if you guys are interested. I'll show you all those things that I got. I should be getting some more things maybe towards the end of the month. So I'll see whether I'll wait to do that and these new things all in one, or wait to get a few more stuff from the US and then just have one major like US haul. Let me know, because a bunch of that stuff is mostly skincare stuff. So for the year, I intend to continue with the same, just to maintain my routine. I've been very, very careful. Like, I care more about skincare than about makeup. However, in 2020, I'm trying to look decent at all times. My sister is my role model. She literally will not go to the shops without having brushed her teeth, sprayed a bit of perfume, combed her hair, and changed out of bag or her pajamas into like a nice pair of jeans and a t-shirt. And she'll also spray a bit of perfume. So I'm looking up to her for that. But I'm going the extra mile and doing more than my eyebrows these days. I'm trying on a bit of, well, because sometimes when I do, I feel like I often do a bit more makeup when I'm filming or when I'm going to events or over the weekend. Now I'm actually including it in my routine during the week. So whenever I share my photos on Instagram, which you should follow me on, by the way, there's always like, I look a bit more decent than just doing my eyebrows. Although sometimes like on Fridays I feel like, yeah, I'm tired of this. Let's just get out of the house. Let's just roll and keep it moving. It's around the 18th. Today's the 18th, yes. Today's the 18th of January, and I have managed to keep this promise to myself, which makes me very, very excited. So I might just do it for the rest of the year. The other thing is my closet. So in my vision board as well, it's dumb. I don't know if you guys, there's a bunch of things I always put. So I try to do home, so my decor style, my mental health, travel, hair, fashion, and then career goals and relationship goals. What else? Yeah, that's to kind of sum it up. So I also had like a certain wardrobe that I wanted, and following the Great Depression of 2018, I hadn't really focused on taking care of myself a lot the previous years in terms of my closet. However, at the beginning of the year, immediately I got back, I had a huge wardrobe purge. I feel like I still haven't, I'm not done yet. I'm still going to take out a bunch of clothes and just rebuild my closet with so much more love and so much more intention. I figure that I have so many clothes that I don't actually wear or like. I just keep them. I can't explain why, but they're just there. They're there. Like, so now I am getting a lot more. So towards the end of last year, I was getting into a lot of my t-shirts, my graphic tees. I will still add a bunch of those. I have too many t-shirts, I feel, but you can never have enough. I do intend to add more of those. And then I love like my peglet pants in those bright colors, because I used to wear in campus, I used to wear such bright colors every day, and I just used to love it, and I love myself in color. And over the years I've kind of toned it down. I mean, having gone through the phase where I was working in a law firm and in the legal world where you're kind of stuck to your blacks, navies, and charcoal grays, and then I carried some of that wardrobe. So now I stopped. So like when I transitioned from law into digital, I stopped wearing the suits, like a full blazer, into more business. I want to say business or smart business, I don't know, like less suity but still formal because that was the dress code that I had at work for the longest time. You could only wear jeans on Fridays, and I felt like that kind of held me back because I had to have 2 closets, so 1 closet for work and 1 closet for the weekend, and I feel like I wish I could just have some more, or I could have had more leeway with being able to be expressive. And I did acquire, like, I did start buying a bunch of colored stuff, so like colored pants, my pinks, my greens, my jungle greens, my mustards. I did start embracing more and more of that in my closet, and I love it, love it, love it. It makes me so happy to have color, and that's like I plan on continuing that into 2020. So watch this space. I do intend to flex more with fashion. So if you know, if you're OG, if you're real OG, then you know I used to run a fashion blog, and I came from literally a lot of color into, before I did all this. So this aesthetic thing is just, it's part of me, it's part of growing, it's how I've changed over time into loving how my house looks like. It came from loving how I used to look. So the past maybe 2 years, I haven't been very confident about my fashion. I plan on experimenting more and just loving myself more. So yes, I will be spoiling myself a lot more this year. Speaking of house, I am very, very blessed to have almost, like, to be in a space where I've done majority of the things. So I'm very, very happy with where we are at now. However, there are still things that I need to change. I still intend to paint this rooms white and leave this landlord color behind. I happen to, my bedroom is still a work in progress. I don't know if there's much left, but I will be filming more DIYs for you guys, just so you guys have more content, and it's not necessarily a makeover focused style of content, but it's just we focus on different things. So like the video after this, or the next one, will be a video of me putting up my shelves, and there's a very exciting like bathroom makeover I intend to do. Then I also intend to finally make over this credenza that I've had in my living room that some of you guys have really loved. So please stay tuned, subscribe, show me, or send me, actually follow me on At Home with Grace Ndiege, and then we'll talk about all the home stuff on that platform on Instagram. And yes, drop down below, let me know what you want to see from me. Please don't ask for a house tour. I'm not ready. I'm still taking it slow. I'm very far away from actually having a house tour. Maybe at the end of this year. However, I do intend to finally officially show you my living room once I'm done with it. The other thing was travel. Now, I really disappointed myself in 2019 over travel. In the previous year, I feel like my goal has always been to do like 2 international trips and then like 3 or 4 local trips. However, life happened. I didn't travel. Yeah, I only went to, was it Mombasa, in March, April, for my cousin's dowry negotiations, and then I extended it because I took leave. So the dowry negotiations are over the weekend, and then I took leave for the week because I barely take leave, or I barely used to take leave. So I took leave for the week and then extended my stay and stayed in Mombasa, and I just enjoyed myself and stand on the grab and just made everyone hate their lives, because that's what millennials do. We just like to show off. I also, so this isn't travel, but I had a staycation, which was nice. I want to do more of those this year. Then I went up country. I don't know if that qualifies, but yeah, I went away from the city with my folks for Christmas. You guys know, because that's how you guys didn't get your Christmas video. Yes, and you're distracting me. Yeah, so hopefully I should be doing more travel this year. I'm actually putting money away for it this year, like intentionally doing it. So just cross your fingers that we do more trips. More so because I'm more or less done with the major house purchases, so I should make it work. what's the other thing? Money. Well, if 2019 played you because you didn't make enough money, sis, we're in the same boat. We are in the same boat. However, I have to say I'm extremely grateful that I finally started monetizing on YouTube. Thank you guys so much. You literally put money in my pocket each time you watch my ads to completion. So thank you. It's not a lot, but it's something. Like, it counts for something. In terms of my plans for 2020 for making money, because you're all about the dollar signs, I do intend to share some exciting projects that I've been working on behind the scenes that should come to life. I think one of the vlogs that I've already started filming has a major announcement. You watch it, you let me know what you guys think. So just keep supporting me, keep showing me love, and watch out. Make sure you subscribe so that you know what it is that I'm doing. I think the one thing I have learned or I have appreciated is saving, and now I'm learning on top of saving you also need to create wealth. So yes, there's a lot. I'm not an expert. I'm watching videos, I'm reading books, I'm still learning. Okay, the last thing I think we can talk about this year is career. So if there is one, last year was a difficult one, it was a struggle, I won't lie. The one thing I had really intended to do for myself, because I always want to see some form of growth, and I was feeling stagnant or consistent, a little bit complacent at my job. I had intended to potentially leave, and towards the end of last year I did get 2 offers that I had to take into consideration, which is part of why I wasn't also able to edit your videos, because that last week was just crazy. I was literally unwell, trying to negotiate on contracts to get the best offer for myself. Then I kind of also lost colleagues, because when it's a difficult transition when some people leave, and you leave and you join somewhere new, and it's crazy. That's what it is. So the last week of work, like those last 3 days of December before we closed office, were just hectic. However, I am now in a new job and I'm grateful for it. I am still not 100% satisfied with what it is. What it is that, okay, what happened is that I got, like I said, I had 2 offers, and then I had to pick which of the 2 worked best for me. So sometimes, or when you get to a certain age in your life, it's not about money, it's about career progression, it's about what opportunities there are, it's about where can you grow the most. And I went with the one that excited me the most, because if I think about both of these jobs, they were new-ish, but not necessarily. It's something both of them are something I was good at. However, one of them, or the one I picked, had more potential to grow with me over time, and I see myself, I see longevity in the path that I chose as opposed to the other one. So I had a difficult decision to make. I was running headless between my working hours, or trying to figure out, I need to be at work, but I also need to run to X other person to kind of go and negotiate or pick offer letters, and it was hectic. But I am grateful for that. And had I filmed this video before I started at my new job, then I would have a completely different narrative. However, since I've stayed, should be about 10 days now, I'm extremely excited for what's to come. Hopefully I can share with you more over time, so just keep watching. I don't know what this might bring. I think that one thing I was appreciative of in 2019 was focusing on my YouTube. I was very consistent most of the year. I only took a break like twice for like a few months, and I can hear the popcorn. Close the door. Close the door. Why won't you close the door? Anyway, so let me just finish this off because I'm getting annoyed. So I'm very grateful for my YouTube career. I'm staying consistent, hitting 1,000, hitting making the milestones that I've made. Could not be happier. I felt like this other side of me was a bit stagnant, but this side of me was growing, so hooray. I guess for 2020 I intend to focus on just growing and getting myself acclimatized to this new position and this new environment and this new culture, and then hopefully also keeping you guys abreast, because this is sane for me. Like, this is sanity. This is where I also find joy. So just balancing both of, well, not balancing them, but kind of just holding both of these balls and hoping I drop none of them is what I'm looking forward to. I do not intend to quit my full-time job for my YouTube, because this is still very new, not sustaining, and I love what I do. So until a point where I'm like, nah, that's when I'll consider leaving for this. So that's all I have for you today. Welcome to 2020. I hope it's been going great for you so far. I hope you guys have cut off those toxic people you're always talking about cutting off every year. Me, I have no problem with leaving people behind, thankfully. But I'm really looking forward to just hearing what goals and what plans you guys have for the year. I'll kick you if you enter. I'll kick you if you enter the frame. Thanks. Guys, make sure you subscribe. Let me know down below what your goals are for the year. Let's talk later once I figure out this situation. I'm never filming with visitors in the house again, by the way.